It's official. Britney Spears is back in the headlines. Not for a new single, not for a Vegas residency comeback, but for something far messier, far more personal, and far more revealing about what fame really does to a person. This isn't just a celebrity breakup. This is a war, played out in courtrooms, on social media, and under the relentless spotlight of a public that has been obsessed with Britney's every move for decades. And the man at the center of it all? Her now estranged husband, Sam Asghari, the charming model-turned-actor who once seemed like Britney's fairy tale ending. Now he's allegedly coming for her fortune, her privacy, and maybe even her freedom. For years, fans have watched Britney fight battles most of us couldn't imagine. Her 13-year conservatorship, her legal battles against her father, the paparazzi harassment, the emotional toll of being one of the most famous women in the world. But the Sam Asghari saga? This feels different. This feels like betrayal. This feels like someone who came in as her safe space is now turning into her biggest problem. And if you've been following the breadcrumbs, cryptic Instagram posts, leaked court documents, whispers from sources close to the couple, then you know this isn't just a divorce. This is about control, money, image, and the question nobody wants to ask out loud. Was Sam really there for love? Or was this marriage always a calculated move? To understand why this is so explosive, we have to go back to the beginning. The start of Britney and Sam's relationship back in 2016, when the world was still living under the Free Britney movement's shadow. Britney was still in her conservatorship then, a legal cage that dictated everything from her finances to her reproductive rights. She met Sam on the set of her Slumber Party music video, and by all accounts, there was an instant connection. He was younger, ridiculously good-looking, soft-spoken, and seemingly uninterested in her fame. Fans loved the idea of Britney finally having someone who could protect her rather than control her. But here's the thing. When you meet someone at the height of your vulnerability, it's almost impossible to know if they're there because they care about you or because they see an opportunity. And for years, that question lingered quietly in the background. When Britney finally won her freedom in 2021, Sam was right there beside her, smiling for the cameras, posting supportive messages on Instagram, and telling interviewers that he was just happy to see her living life on her own terms. They got married in a lavish ceremony in June 2022, surrounded by A-list guests like Madonna, Selena Gomez, Drew Barrymore, and Paris Hilton. On the surface, it was the happy ending fans had been waiting for. But beneath the fairy tale Instagram posts, something wasn't right. Fast forward to today, and the picture is very different. Sam filed for divorce last year, citing irreconcilable differences. But the whispers started immediately. Reports claimed Sam was threatening to release deeply embarrassing information about Britney if she didn't renegotiate their prenup. Others alleged he was pushing for a larger payout than the agreement allowed. And here's where it gets interesting. Sources say Britney's legal team is prepared to fight back hard, not just to protect her assets, but to protect her reputation. Because this isn't just about money. This is about the narrative. When a celebrity like Britney, someone who's been painted as fragile, unstable, and unpredictable for years, goes through a messy breakup, the public perception can shift in dangerous ways. The media has a long history of framing Britney as out of control whenever things in her personal life go south. And Sam knows that. He knows how damaging the right story, leaked at the right time, can be to her career, her endorsements, and her mental health. That's why this legal battle feels so high stakes. It's not just a divorce settlement. It's a game of chess, with both sides trying to control the narrative before it controls them. In the weeks since the news broke, Britney's Instagram has been a chaotic mix of cryptic messages, dance videos, and sudden bursts of vulnerability. Fans dissect every post, looking for hidden meanings. Was that caption about Sam? Was that song choice a dig at him? Was that sudden vacation photo a way to prove she's fine? Meanwhile, Sam has been more calculated. His social media presence has been measured, polished, and almost too calm, as if he's consciously trying to project himself as the reasonable, mature one in this breakup. But make no mistake, behind the scenes, both sides are lawyering up, and both sides know exactly what's at stake. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, the prenup. When Britney and Sam got married, her team insisted on a watertight agreement that would protect her $60 million fortune. According to insiders, Sam would walk away with virtually nothing in the event of a divorce. But now, with these alleged threats about embarrassing information, there's speculation that he's trying to pressure her into a more generous settlement. The legal term for that is extortion, and if that's what's happening, it could blow up in his face. But here's the problem. Whether or not those threats are real, the rumors alone can damage Britney's image, especially when tabloids are hungry for any excuse to run the "Britney is spiraling" narrative again. We've seen this playbook before. Remember Kevin Federline? He entered Britney's life at a vulnerable moment, and after their split, he fought for custody, painted her as unfit, and walked away with generous support payments. The difference here is that Britney is no longer under a conservatorship, and she has far more control over her finances and legal strategy. But the fear among her supporters is that the same old cycle is repeating itself. A man enters her life, gains her trust, and then uses her vulnerability as leverage when the relationship ends. There's also the question of timing. Why did Sam file for divorce now? Some insiders point to Britney's upcoming memoir, which is rumored to contain personal details about their marriage. Others suggest that Sam may have been feeling sidelined as Britney regained her independence and started making decisions without him. Either way, the split comes at a time when Britney is still trying to rebuild her public image after years of tabloid chaos, and a public legal battle with her ex-husband could easily derail that progress. What makes this story so gripping is that it's not just about two people breaking up. It's about power dynamics, fame, and the messy reality of life after a conservatorship. For 13 years, every aspect of Britney's life was controlled by her father and a team of lawyers. Now she's free, but that freedom comes with new challenges. She's making her own choices, but she's also vulnerable to people who might not have her best interest at heart. And when you're as famous as Britney Spears, even the people closest to you can be tempted to exploit the situation. As this legal battle plays out, the public will keep asking the same questions. Was Sam truly the supportive husband he claimed to be, or was he always waiting for his moment to cash in? Is Britney strong enough to fight yet another high-profile court case without it taking a toll on her mental health? And perhaps most importantly, will the media finally give her the benefit of the doubt? Or will they fall back on the same tired narrative of Britney as a train wreck in need of saving? One thing is certain. This story isn't going away anytime soon. Every court filing, every leaked text, every Instagram caption will be scrutinized and dissected. And in the court of public opinion, perception matters just as much as the actual facts. Britney's fans, the same ones who fought for her freedom, will be watching closely, ready to defend her at all costs. But in the world of celebrity divorce, even the most loyal fan base can't stop the headlines from turning ugly. If history has taught us anything, it's that Britney Spears is a survivor. She's been knocked down, humiliated, and underestimated more times than we can count, and she always finds a way to get back up. But this fight with Sam Asghari? This might be one of her toughest yet. Because when love turns into litigation, the wounds cut deeper than any tabloid headline. This isn't just about money or property. It's about trust, betrayal, and the painful reality that even the people who promise to protect you can sometimes be the ones who hurt you the most.